How's it going, everybody? It is Brandon with Run It Back. I am here with Fearoth after FNATIC's loss against Ninjas in Pyjamas. I just kind of want to start with a story going into this one. FNATIC hasn't played a team from Brazil or even the NIP organization when they were still in EU, but this is an organization that you once called home in Valorant. What are your thoughts on Brazil as a region after seeing it firsthand and on the Ninjas in Pyjamas move to Brazil?
I think Brazil is one of the emerging regions on Valorant. When you see the time passes, right? And with time, you have all the regions that are, becoming better. Like we saw it yesterday. I mean, all the regions, their skill is increasing, their understanding of the game is increasing. So the advance that we had in Europe, in NA, because of the experience that we had, all of that is balancing a little bit between all the regions. And NIP moving to Brazil to make a new team there and uh, try to qualify to Masters maybe more easily than in EMEA, which is one of the hardest region, right? I think that's a good move from them. I really think that's a good move from them because they won their bet of taking a risk into Brazil and then qualifying to Masters. So props to them. And I think Brazil is a region with upcoming players. We saw it on CS back in the day. We can see it now on Valorant. Like, yeah, it's a great region.
Okay, and more to Fnatic's story. Some unfortunate circumstances saw the roster kind of completely shaken up before Masters here. You on loan, Hibber filling in. How well did the team work together leading into the event and in this first match against the Ninjas?
We had roughly, I would say, 6 or 7 days of full practice. The start was a bit slow, just trying to set the first principles of how we're gonna play the comps, the game, like every map and everything. And to be honest, we had quite a start slow here, like in terms of performance during practice. But we are getting so much better every day. We just need a few more days. We just need like more practice together, getting to understand each other a bit more, have more set plays, more setups, more everything that you need to win. We're gonna have those with time, just a little bit of time, and we're gonna get better. When I see how better we get from day 1 to day 3 and then to like day 5 and now, like we are actually getting better. Of course, we lost today. It's unfortunate. We did not play Ascent particularly well, but we have to, stay positive, come back home, debrief, improve, and go next, and try to upgrade our game plan and also our gameplay. Like individually, we have to have better comms, better like I wouldn't say skill because we are all really good, but like we have to show a better performance. That's it.
Okay, and we heard Boaster speak highly, of your in-game leading skills in the interviews, in the press conference before the event. There are a lot of times he said that you showed that leadership in scrims and practice. Did your IGL experience see you and Boaster kind of butt heads at all?
By butt heads, you mean like conflicting with each other, right?
Yeah.
All right. Absolutely not, and that's absolutely not my goal. Like I'm coming here as another voice. I'm coming here as a secondary IGL. I'm using my IGL experience and also captain experience to do that job as like the best I can. And my job is not to enter into any form of conflict with the current IGL. Like this would be the opposite of my job. My job is to make things easier for the current IGL. So I want to make things easier to with like Boaster, to give him ideas, to try to debrief about things a little bit with him, to make him actually improve his in-game leading and indirectly improve his in-game skills because he has to focus on less things. Like I actually have some responsibilities in games, like around economy, ultimates, everything that I can relieve from him, and then he has to focus on other things. And to be honest, like it's working pretty well for now. We just have to go get that win.
Definitely. That kind of brings me just to my, final question before we move on to talking about the series itself. What are the biggest differences that you can kind of talk about between how Fnatic is operated and how Alliance operates?
Wow, that's a deep question. Um, the difference between two organizations, I think first the similarities, like you have a coaching staff, you have a management, you have the in-game system about how you're gonna organize your scrims, what are you going to focus on during the scrims. It's a little bit different here in Fnatic. There is a lot more protocols about how we do things in game. The problem is that with two stand-ins, it's a bit hard to follow those protocols because we don't always know them on every map, right? So that's the challenge. But we try to adapt to it. And so yeah, the way to work in-game is a bit different. What I try to bring from Alliance is that after every prac, like setting objectives for every prac, trying to always stay focused on every prac to actually improve and learn something out of every situation, every prac. When something happens, you have a specific round, like you lost it, you try to wonder why, so you sit, you talk about it, you go watch the round and stuff. They were already doing it, right? But I just try to bring another point of view to these situations to make the whole team improve, because I'm pretty good at doing that, and I want to use that skill for the whole team. So like I said before about the IGL things, I just want to make the job easier for both Coach Mini and Jake Bowser.
Okay, well, let's move on to the match itself. It seemed like Ninjas in Pyjamas, they were playing insanely aggressive for the most part, on both sides of the spike, offense and defense. Did that catch you guys off guard at all, or was that part of the preparation and something you guys saw?
We were ready for it. We were ready for that aggressive playstyle they had. I think they were not so aggressive on defense actually. They just were holding on to their setup. They were rotating fast though. But on attack, yeah, they were explosive, they were aggressive, they had a set play from the start. They sometimes caught us off guard, but then we were ready for it, like we were actually ready. But yeah, no, this was actually, we were ready for it. Like during preparation, we were expecting that kind of playstyle. And I think the preparation was not the problem. What the problem was more like what happened in-game, like round by round.
Okay, so yeah, let's touch on that. You and Hibber, the stand-ins, kind of proved to be the impact players on FNATIC during this one. Clearly you did your part, but at the end of the day, it's a team game. You have to win as a team, you lose as a team. Just kind of want to hear it from you directly. What do you think's the biggest reason behind today's loss?
A rough start on Ascent, I would say. Like a really rough start. Clutches not being won. Those 2v2s, those 1v1s that we lost, they cost us a lot during the game. And maybe we were not mentally ready yet. Like it was a really rough and cold start from us. So next time we jump into a game, we're gonna have to, on the first two rounds, like get in and just be on fire. That's it. I think when you take a look at Split, we actually played it well, especially on attack. Small things that we could have done better on defense. We're gonna talk about it when we get back to the hotel. Yeah, I don't know. Like honestly, a rough start. Clutch is not being won, and that's pretty much it. Like small details, left and right.
Okay, well, to finish things off, next is Zeta Division, coming off of quite a big loss to DRX. It'll be an elimination matchup. Do you have any expectations for it?
I expect to win. I really want to win. I did not come here to win against NIP or Zeta. I came here to win the whole thing. That's what I came for. So I expect to win it. We're gonna go back home, work, debrief, get ready for the next game really fast, and tomorrow we're gonna hop on and win.
Perfect. I love to hear it. Thank you so much for your time, man. Good luck in the rest of the tournament.
Thank you guys. See you.